The sun peeked through the mist, casting golden streaks across the quiet hills. The wind whispered through the tall pines, brushing the wildflowers that danced gently on the slopes. A small stream trickled nearby, its rhythm calming, like the earth was breathing slowly. Birds sang, not in chorus, but in a scattered melody that somehow still felt whole. Everything was peaceful. Everything was still. The kind of stillness you don't find in cities, the kind of peace you don't feel when your mind is racing. And through a narrow dirt path leading up between two old hills, walked a young man lost in thought, yet searching for something he couldn't name. His name was Ayaan, just 25, with tired eyes that belonged to someone much older. Ayaan wasn't running from someone. He was running from something, his own mind. Thoughts crashed inside his head like thunder nonstop, one after another. Worries, regrets, hopes, deadlines, dreams, failures, and fears all packed in like a storm he couldn't escape. He had tried everything, reading books on focus, listening to podcasts on purpose, motivational videos, productivity hacks, breathwork apps, but nothing worked. Because the problem wasn't that he needed more to do, the problem was his cup was already full. He just didn't realize it yet. Earlier that day, when the city's noise got too loud, Ayaan had impulsively taken a bus heading towards the mountains. No destination, no plan, just a desire for silence. As the road climbed higher, the traffic vanished, and the concrete faded into trees. He stepped off the bus where the road ended. Then the forest began. After walking for hours, he came across a wooden sign tucked beneath a fig tree. It read, "Still Water, the Tea House of Silence." Curious, and without much thought, Ayaan pushed open the creaky wooden door. Inside, there were no lights, only sunlight falling through cracks in the walls, and an old man gently stirring a pot over a clay stove. "Tea?" the man asked with a calm smile. Ayaan nodded. The tea was handed over in a small clay cup. No words, no Wi-Fi, no menu, just quiet. As he took his first sip, the bitterness of the drink surprised him. It wasn't sweet, but something about it felt real. After a moment of silence, the old man said softly, "Your mind is noisy." Ayaan looked up in surprise. "How do you know?" The old man smiled again. "I can see it in your shoulders." "My shoulders, they're carrying too much." That sentence echoed inside Ayaan like a bell in a cave. And for once, he didn't feel the urge to explain or defend himself. He simply lowered his head and sighed. "I don't know how to make it stop," he whispered. The old man poured himself a cup and said, "Your mind is like this cup, already full. If I pour more into it, what happens? It spills." Ayaan replied, "Exactly," the old man said. "You don't need more thoughts, you need space between them. You must learn to empty your mind." Ayaan stayed in the nearby village that night. No screens, no noise, just the soft hum of insects and the breath of the wind brushing through the trees outside his window. But his mind, still loud, memories from childhood, embarrassments from college, conversations he should have had, jobs he should have taken, the fear of being left behind, the pressure to make something of himself. And yet, he didn't resist. He didn't fight the thoughts. He just watched them like clouds floating across a blue sky. Some dark, some light, but all temporary. And slowly, something changed. The next morning, the same dirt path led him back to the tea house. "I tried," he said. "I tried emptying it." And asked the old man. There was space, just stillness. The old man nodded. "And in that space, you heard something, didn't you?" Ayaan blinked. "Yes, but it was quiet, not even words, just calm." "That's your voice," the man said. "The one buried under the world's noise. You've been trying to listen to everyone else, and forgot how to hear yourself." From that day forward, Ayaan returned to the tea house daily. He didn't talk much. He didn't scroll. He didn't try to achieve anything. He just sat. Sometimes watching the trees, sometimes sipping bitter tea. He watched birds without needing to record them. He felt the sun, not just saw it. He breathed without counting seconds. And slowly, the war inside him faded. Not completely. Not forever. But enough. Enough to realize that peace isn't about forcing your mind to be quiet. It's about letting go of what doesn't matter. Enough to see that stillness isn't laziness, it's clarity. He went back to the city eventually. Life resumed. Work, noise, schedules. But now, when the thoughts began to scream again, he didn't fight them. He poured himself a cup of bitter tea, sat quietly, and whispered to himself, "Empty your mind. There's power in silence."